Hallo und herzlich willkommen zurück zu NORCO. Das Spiel hatten wir beim letzten Mal, Freitag, auf twitch.tv/Forscom gestartet gehabt. Wir haben den ersten Akt abgeschlossen und in den zweiten sind wir übergegangen. Das Interessante war da zu sehen, dass wir sogar mal den Charakter gewechselt hatten. Nachdem wir mit Kay gestartet haben, waren wir kurz als, logischerweise dann in der Vergangenheit, der Mutter unterwegs, haben so ein bisschen mehr über diese komische App gelernt gehabt. Aber nicht genug, dass man wirklich sagen könnte, was da tatsächlich hintersteckt. Und das Interessante ist jetzt hier, wir wollen wahrscheinlich so ein bisschen in die Offensive gehen, denn die Firma, die hier dieses Gebiet ein bisschen übernommen hat für ihre Arbeit, die haben wahrscheinlich irgendwas von unserer verstorbenen Mutter mitgehen lassen und das wollen wir zurückhaben. Wir wollen wissen, was das ist und dementsprechend gucken wir mal. Genau, wir haben mittlerweile eine volle Party. Und dann dürfen wir mal sehen, wir haben hier sogar 2 Bubsis, die wir abarbeiten müssen erstmal. Gucken wir gleich mal. Genau, wir haben nämlich jetzt hier Lucky dabei. A fugitive oil pirate hiding in the Mississippi River Badger Woods. Dann nicht Dime Discount, sondern logischerweise Million. Yes. We need to find a way into the refinery. Wir haben das untere schon gemacht. LeBlanc suggested we visit Duck. Aber ich mache auch das mal für Vollständigkeit. Yes, Shield has stolen some of your mother's possessions. Lucky will be of help, but there may be additional obstacles. Ja, okay. Er hat irgendwas. What you got, Kay? What do you know about Shield? Lucky knows about all there is to know. What about it? How long has it been in NORCO? Von mir aus. Shit came here early. All this area was plantations. There weren't no money in that after slavery. Got all that oil right there in the Gulf. Oil companies come in, get the land cheap, river connects straight to it. Corporation down here used to be run from their central headquarters, then they split it up to get around some laws. Now you got this regional corporation with the Laura St. Clair at the top. The man laughs, but they regret that idea. Tell me about Laura. She is the regional executive of S.H.I.E.L.D. NORCO. Board of directors appointed her because of Thomas, her daddy. They was thinking, they get her daddy. Look how that worked out. She done lost her mind, and Thomas, he don't want nothing to do with her. What do you mean? Well, hell, it's in all the newspapers. She's been sending survey teams out into the lake. Why is she sending them out there? Don't make no sense. Und dann auch natürlich nach Weißbrot. Hi, Schattenmensch. Schön, dass ihr beide da seid. Viel hast du nicht verpasst. Ich habe erstmal nur mal so ein bisschen die Mindmap abgeklappert. Und dann haben wir ein bisschen mit Lucky angefangen. So, ja, also sie schickt da irgendwas raus, aber nachdem ja unsere Mutter ja auch da schon irgendwas gesucht hat, da wird doch was sein. That area of the lake, they ain't got no oil, no salt domes. Whatever she's looking for, it ain't much to do with oil. Tell me about Thomas. He started the company that gets all the security contracts around here. Got his degree from LSU, moved out to California to make robots. Man's a billionaire. Shields board of directors appointed his daughter thinking they could get some of his expertise at a discount. They ain't known the drama back then, but they sure know it now. Thomas legally disowned his daughter. She tried stealing Claire bionics out from under him. Oh, some people say she even tried to kill him. Enough about Shield. Are you from around here? Nucky came from Vatchery, right up the river, but he done traveled the land, walked to Knoxville, say to Mexico. Nucky done seen a good piece of this world. How long have you had Potts? That's a dog. Potts been by Lucky's side 2 years. Found her pregnant beneath a car one day. Couldn't stand to see her like she was. Met a man with some land, wanted the babies. Thought we would part ways eventually, but shoot, guess I got used to her being around. She returned all I did for her many times. Okay. Gut, wir haben auf jeden Fall jetzt auch gehört gehabt von Million, nachdem wir jetzt hier eine Party von 5 haben. Achso, so rum darf ich nicht gehen, weil wir zu viele sind. Motorrad ist jetzt logischerweise keine Option mehr. Haben wir eigentlich hier irgendwas Neues? You knock no answer. Okay, die sind also weiterhin nicht dort. The snow was not as closed for the winter. Hier würde ich ganz gerne mal wissen, weil wir haben ja gehört gehabt von dem Kollegen, dass er von hier aus seinem Scheißhaus auf unser Haus gucken konnte. Home. So. Ich glaube dabei, hier wird vermutlich noch irgendwas passieren mit der Mary-Sache. Ich meine, ich gucke noch mal ganz kurz einmal vorbei. The grandfather's statue of the Virgin Mary sits. Konnte man da nicht näher rangehen? Yes. Das Gesicht sieht doch schon sehr fragwürdig aus. You run your hand along the deteriorating contours of the statue. Ho. Konnte man das am Anfang nicht? Oder habe ich das ver... It snaps off as if by design. Behind the statue's face hides an odd assemblage of electronic carelessly soldered together. At the center of the electronic figuration is what appears to be a card reader. Huh. A card reader. Und nicht das. Ich meine, wir haben gerade nichts wirklich in der Hand. Okay, so, gucken wir mal jetzt. I'll be finished shortly. Okay, wir haben ein paar Leute jetzt verloren gehabt. Lucky waits beside the truck. So, this is Miss Madre's house then. Lucky knew your mama a bit. How? She was around, seen her a time or two. She weren't no friend to the companies either. Neither. They would have liked to have her dead. They got their wish. The old man nods. They did. These companies wanted to get off the oil. Too much trouble. What do you mean? They put them wind turbines out in the Gulf, and now they building a brain. A brain? Hell, everybody know they're building a brain. All the refineries is doing that. Going to hook them all up, make a bigger brain. But that ain't enough to outsmart Lucky. Lucky is smarter than any big brain you can dream up. They're going to use it to find fuel out in space? Best of luck to them. Ain't nothing wrong with trying to make a buck. Then why get in their way? Lucky ain't in nobody's way. Everybody like Lucky just fine. Didn't you blow up an oil pipeline? He maintains a neutral expression as he watches the tree line. Lucky don't blow up all kinds of shit. People think Lucky hates S.H.I.E.L.D. Lucky don't hate S.H.I.E.L.D. He just like causing trouble. Without S.H.I.E.L.D. ain't nobody have a job in this place. Right here come that robot. We best get moving. You want to talk more? Just tap me on the shoulder. Okay, ja. Der Kollege traut dem Roboter nicht. So, gucken wir mal ganz kurz hier. Das ist das da hinzugefügt worden. S.H.I.E.L.D. is building a brain. And like I said, S.H.I.E.L.D. is developing an artificial intelligence in order to conduct exploratory missions for off-world mineral reserves. Lass mich raten, das Ding wird eine Stimme und ein Gesicht haben. S.H.I.E.L.D. is finished. Okay. I finished repairing the truck. Shall we attempt to access S.H.I.E.L.D.? One sec. Ist irgendwas, was man noch machen hätte sollen? Ich bin aber mal so frei und mach mal ein Save gleich hinterher. Ich meine, war hier noch mal irgendwas? Oder... Achso, wir haben immer noch nicht das Fahrzeug. Oh, ich könnte von hier auch nicht mal weggehen. I'm stuck, yo. Also, nochmal einmal sicherheitshalber hier gucken. A disused motorcycle with extensive rust and wear. Ich meine, gerade eben haben wir damit noch gut herumgedüst. Crabnet. Und dann, glaube ich, hier das Ding noch, ne? A steel primer lies on the ground. Das ist alles nicht relevant. Okay. Access S.H.I.E.L.D., I guess. What the hell? Monkey flies from the bed of the trunk as million speeds down the highway. No! Not the monkey! Umdrehen, Monkey wieder einsammeln. Warum haben wir Monkey verloren? Warum hatten wir Monkey überhaupt dabei? Okay, also wir könnten jetzt wieder frei herumfahren. Unser wichtigster Partykompanie. Ja, Moral Support mindestens. So, war hier nochmal was? Was ist der Unterschied zwischen Dimes Discord und Dimes? Genau, hier hatten wir, aber da waren wir noch nicht. Dann sollten wir hier vielleicht wirklich noch mal einmal kurz überprüfen. S.H.I.E.L.D.'s chemical annex sites a small distance from the house. The house is partially boarded up. You assume it's an artifact of hurricane preparation that has since become a permanent fixture. Eieiei. Der sitzt doch hier jemand. Ich sehe doch hier eine Schulter. Könnte jemand Licht machen? Hi. Not the first ones to come through here, toppling over all my shit in the dark. Since the buyout, people think this neighborhood's all the way empty. Come around looking for copper. But you wouldn't do that kind of thing, Kay. Not like your brother. How's it been, Doug? How's it been? About how it looks. I made such a mess with that head drive, just trying to keep myself out of trouble till it's my turn to go. So... You mentioned a buyout? You must have noticed coming in, the houses are all gone. People here have been fighting with shit all their lives. They got a little momentum on their side after the last explosion. The papers were making shit look bad. But hell, we were here first. Shit moved in, we suffered. Gas leaks, noise, explosions. Can't grow my vegetables out in the yard. Just won't grow. I never cared to move, but I knocked down doors for it anyway. If shit had never dropped in on us, my little plot of land would be worth something. Money they were offering to buy us out was alright, be worth a lot more had they never come. Yeah, that's the problem. Number they put in front of me, I said piss on it. I could have sued after Reese died, I just didn't have the energy for it. Now I'm the last one left in dime, so... I'm sorry about Reese's cups. It's history. Most days I can't remember his face, if I'm honest. When you fill out the survey at the head drive clinic, they ask you to write down memories. Control points, they call them. I couldn't stand to write out his name. It was too painful. I skipped his memory. I regret it at first, but I'm thankful for it now. Be a lot worse if that monster carried a piece of my boy inside it. I guess? Head drive? I unleashed it. The monster, Super Duck, caught itself that just get to me, just to piss me off. It's my fault, that company that made it for me. I should have known from the get-go. They only do their business at night. Found out later they don't even have a license. Your mother went to the same clinic of hers, for hers. I tried to warn her. The junk was in my brain. He begins to laugh. It's spreading around like a virus. It's even in the trees. In the trees? Wir haben ja Gesichter in den Bäumen gesehen. I told your mother, don't get messed up in any of that. She tells me it's talking to her through the radio. I said, turn off the radio. She never listened. Stopped responding to me. Figure that monsters got money to burn. Catherine didn't want to leave a debt to you for you to deal with, so they kept up with Mom. Up until right near the end, Kay. She lived like she wasn't sick. She never quit. But I could see it. I could see it. Okay, und jetzt geht aber weiter. It started in her liver. They burned it out. Thought maybe that was the end of it. Before you know it, they found a little in her lungs, and then the brain. She was still going all over town, walking up and down airline, like some kind of bag lady. Figure she had thought it would go away if she ignored it, but it didn't work out for her. Once it came from me, it never did quit. Been getting sores, cramps every day. Can't keep nothing down. Tried to tell her that. Said Catherine, this is not the kind of thing you can work off. You think she listened? By the time it got to her brain, that was all there was to it. No more working, no more doing nothing. But she had already gotten fed up with me by that point. Never really made amends before they put her in that mausoleum with your daddy. Hurts my heart thinking about it, but what can you do? No hiding from God's will. So, I don't know why you looked at my ceiling, but welcome back. I have more questions about Mom, sure. This monster, my mom was working for it? Hate even thinking about that thing. It knows I'm dying here while it grows and grows. Big disgusting toxic bird sprouting from the ground all over the region with tails and hands and all kinds of shit. Unbelievable, turns my stomach. Are we talking about the same thing? But you know what? I won't be the first to die, hell no. It roped your mother into some lunacy. She wouldn't tell me the details. I couldn't get a single word out of her after a point. Did you attend a funeral? I plan to arrange for my godchild to pick me up and everything, but the day of the service I couldn't hardly walk. I could not hardly walk? Würde man nicht sagen, I could hardly walk? I could not würde ja sagen, dass man... Whatever, wer weiß. I heard from a couple people it was a beautiful one. For all the bridges she burned, there was plenty people had nice things to say. Where's my money? Even a few of her colleagues from the university showed up. The ones who got her sacked. I know that had chapped her ass. They buried her with that fake little ring she always wore around her neck. She would say it reminded her of who she was. Aye, if you want to talk up proper like. Ja, das hatte ich mir schon so ein bisschen gedacht. Figure she probably wanted to give it to you, but you were gone, and Blake, well, he would have pawned it to anyone fool enough to buy it. So, the ring she wore around her neck was fake? You don't know the story? Kind of funny if it weren't so sad. Your granddaddy wanted to prove he was from royal stock, so he broke into a pawn shop up there on Airline. Airline hat mich vorhin schon so ein bisschen verwirrt, aber das scheint ein Platz zu sein, ein Ort zu sein. Als würde man bei uns irgendwie Frankfurter Flughafen als Stadt haben. And stole the biggest ruby he could find. Went around telling everyone it was from the old world, that it traveled from France to Nova Scotia and down the Mississippi River. Well, that was a bunch of bullshit. He ended up in Angola for it, though they never did find the ring. I smuggled up my ass. Catherine took it to an appraiser one time. It's cubic zirconia. Fake. The man spent a month in jail for a fake piece of jewelry. After that, everyone started calling him King Pierre. They laughed him out of the crevice. My mom was fired? Sure, you were young, couldn't have been too long after Blue passed. She lied up and down to get that job. Nothing special, just a community college in the city. But that's Catherine, never wanted to play it straight. Suppose Blake took after her in that respect. Enough about my mom. We're trying to get into the refinery. Not a good idea, Kay. What for? They stole my mom's stuff. Class project. Well, that's interesting. The region executive, she took a particular interest in your mother. Why? She wanted to know the things Catherine knew, I suppose. Your mother was out in the lake. She heard Shield or somebody was building some kind of rig out there. She wanted to find out for herself. She didn't find what she was looking for, but she found something. Sounded to me like her medication was messing up her head, but she insisted it was real, some kind of UFO that had followed her for nearly a mile. But somehow that CO they got at Shield, she's about as far out of her mind as your mother was. She must have caught wind of all this. Catherine got to be careful in her old age, paranoid even. The important things she kept hidden, whatever Shield stole, it wasn't nothing important. But you want to get it back. Can you help us? I'm going to regret telling you this, but I've been sitting on it so long, been dying to tell somebody. I don't know how Shield managed to do it, but they fucked up. They bought out this neighborhood, and never since they did, they put me behind the firewall. Got a computer terminal back there. Every time I boot it up, I get a view of the inside. Not like I know what the hell to do with it. Clicked around a bit just to get myself lost. Can't hardly read the screen. Computer's back there in my little library. Have a look. And whatever you do, Kay, I am asking you to be careful. Okay, ich glaube, da war noch eine weitere Option, aber dadurch, dass wir das mit dem Computer jetzt hatten, ist es mehr oder weniger auch abgeschlossen worden. Gut, bevor wir uns hier weiter umgucken... Gute Nacht. Gucken wir mal, was wir jetzt hier alles bekommen haben. Wir haben hier immer noch ein Gesicht, das uns fehlt. Doug is an old friend of your mom who lost his son when a shield pipeline cutting through their yard exploded. Richtig, das war das. He versioned his consciousness at the same clinic as her. They fell out of touch before she died. He lives in Dimes, is in poor health. So, dann haben wir hier Blue, da ist in a mausoleum. Wasn't buried. He was interred in a mausoleum. He visited a few times. Catherine bought flowers and prayed there. You sat restlessly, waiting for... added to the map. Waited for her to finish. Afterwards, she dragged you into the church that faced River Road to make you touch the holy water. Need to be fight. She watched you motion the sign of the cross before fixing your shirt. She held your shoulder as the two of you left. So, und dann Laura, die hier schon sehr crazy aussieht. Laura St. Clair is interested in your mom. Pride Month ist vorbei, aber trotzdem Happy Pride Month. Doug speculated that it's because of the object your mom observed in the lake. Dann hatten wir hier noch Ring. Your grandpa broke into the pawn shop, stole, descended. Your mom later discovered it was that the ruby was made from synthetic material. She still wore the ring around her neck and was buried with it. Your mom versioned her consciousness at the same disreputable neural versioning clinic as Doug. The device that hosts her consciousness is called a head drive. Ja, also ich gehe davon aus, dass das Ding geklaut worden ist, um damit an die Informationen zu gelangen. So, Library. Hier hat man immerhin Licht angelassen, thank you. The trophy sitting atop the bookshelf reads Junior Champion Reese Richard St. Charles Parish YX2B. Sure. A strange ornamental box. You attempted to open, it's locked. Storage containers filled with paperwork and newspaper clippings. You sift through some that fill the container, most relate to the cracking unit explosion. Description of the aftermath, the destruction, the displacement, the worker who died. Your father is listed among the names. Okay. The head of a buck is mounted. It's your father. Okay, what's this? Ephemera. A collection of bills, letters, and photographs are pinned. The photographs are of various industrial and infrastructural landscape that you recognize from around the area. The Geismar aluminum refinery, the grain elevators downriver, the airport control tower. A printout containing the letterhead of a law office in Metairie sits in the tray of the printer. Mr. Richard, after carefully studying the circumstances of the buyout, we recommend that you proceed with relocation. She is not legally obliged to provide you with an easement. You may find yourself trespassing on private property when leaving and returning to your home. That's fucking... that sucks. Holy shit. You peruse the titles of the bookshelf. I'm not reading those. I'm not reading those. So, the computer. A computer console with a large trackpad and magnified display. You pass your fingies over the trackpad, waking the machine. Shared security terminal is displayed on the console. Use. You sit before the shared terminal display. This is a map of SHIELD's Sentinel drone security fleet. The entrance to the refinery is in Zone A. If you want to gain access to the refinery, then it may be necessary to clear the Sentinels from this zone. There are currently 3 patrolling Zone A. Perhaps there is a way of relocating them to other zones. Exit. Time to save. Who knows how this game works? Jetzt habe ich meinen Monkey überschrieben. Use. Okay, Sequence Allotment. What's the joke? Ich sehe da zum Beispiel eine. Darf in keiner von denen mehr als 2 hocken? Ne, 3 ist das Maximum. Okay, was stoppt mich daran, einfach alle einen wegzubewegen? Choose a destination from the neighboring boundaries of the selected security. Einer nach E. Und einer zu B noch. Origin Zone is unsecured. Allocating drone from maximum capacity. It seems there is a precaution in place to prevent any zone from being unsecured, but there may be a way around this. No zone can house more than 3. When one zone contains no drones, then a maximum capacity neighbor will reallocate a drone. This means that when removing the last drone from Zone A, we must be sure that none of its neighbors are at maximum. Ach so, okay. Die sind 3. No, kein bewegen, kein bewegen. Ich will nur angucken. Ich will deselect, ich will nur gucken. Okay, also der Witz muss ja dann im Endeffekt einfach nur sein... Das sind 3... Hi, Tempest. Okay, man muss sie also immer einen weiterschieben. Achso, das Fiese ist, das ist auch einer der Nachbarn. Da sind 2. Hier sind leider immer noch einer zu viel, aber der kann ich ja einen hier rüber schicken. Okay, und dann den dahin. Zone A unsecured. The drones have cleared from the entrance area of the refinery. I suspect this will be useful. Nice. Da war die Maus. Okay, also das soll jetzt geholfen haben und wir haben es auch irgendwie gerade so hinbekommen. I take it. Das von hier nie nutzen, interessant. So, kann ich mit dir noch irgendwas bereden? How are you doing? I'm leaving. Okay, also solange man wirklich irgendwo in der Hütte drin ist. Mein Cursor war gerade woanders, als ich dachte und habe versehentlich meine erste Nachricht angepinnt. Oh, ach so. Das habe ich zum Beispiel hier überhaupt nicht mitbekommen. Ich mich frage, ob ich das mitbekommen könnte. Gut, das haben wir damit gebacken bekommen. Ist noch irgendwas? Ach so, ja, hier, das Mausoleum. Aha. Hier gehen wir erstmal. Also, das ist Churches Mausoleum. So, vermutlich erstmal hier hin. Das Ding, das aussieht wie aufgebrochen oder was? The face of your mom's crypt is damaged, with cracks running along the edge. It appears as if someone has tampered with the crypt. With a pry bar, we could open it ourselves. Alright. Meep, meep, aus dem Weg. Aber das ist jetzt wirklich erst jetzt der Fall, dass wir das Ding mitnehmen dürfen. You grab the pry bar lying on the ground. You pry at the cracked marble face of the crypt. Klingt so, als hätten wir hier Indiana Jones-mäßig irgendeine Höhle jetzt betreten. It peels away from the thin caulk bead effortlessly. Someone has removed Catherine's casket. This was your mother's ring. She wore it on a chain around her neck. Yoink. A letter. The penmanship dedicated reads, Beloved Kay, remains are safe. You will be reunited with your family soon, because you're going to die soon. Okay, ist es nicht, dass sie irgendwie gemeinsam mit dem Ehemann hier beerdigt worden ist? Ist auch irgendwas? No. Was haben wir denn hier Neues dazu bekommen? Okay, du. Your mom was conducting research. Okay, schön, dass da nichts Neues dabei ist, aber das Ding hervorgehoben worden ist. Your mom was exhumed. The body was stolen from the Red Church Mausoleum. Your mom. Finished thought. Okay, jetzt haben wir den Ring. Yes. Und dann gucken wir natürlich auch noch hier. You approach the church and try the door, but it's locked. If just we could have our trusty Priber. Aber das wurde scheinbar vom Mausoleum gefressen. Okay, no, das wollte ich nicht. Das wollte ich. Damit müssten wir es für jetzt ja erstmal haben. Wir haben, glaube ich, die meisten Sachen jetzt erstmal besucht. Heißt, ich mache nochmal ein Shave. A greener world awaits. Mal creepy, wie die aus dem Boden rausploppen. Guard and guard. No sentinel drones around. Once we clear these two, we're in. Ready? Let's hold off. Für nur ganz kurz sicherheitshalber. Okay, ein Safety Shave, genau. Wenn man nicht weiß, wie erfolgreich das Date wird. Let's do it. Ich weiß nicht, was Let's do it tatsächlich tut, aber the man nods. K, lucky million. Okay, hier haben wir als Option, das ist jetzt unser Kampfsystem. He shot me, what the... Okay, wir fokussieren uns jetzt erstmal auf einen von denen. What? What? Das war mir alles schon wieder ein Ticken zu schnell. Und ich komme hier nicht mal raus, wenn ich wollte. Oh, damn. Oh, und du kannst jetzt nicht, okay. That was really bad. What the... Okay, es war auf jeden Fall ganz wichtig, dass wir Lucky haben, denn der weiß, wie man austeilt. Nothing much to it. When them sentinels not around, they let you more or less walk into the place. And would you look at that big fella? The freight mover? Hell of a machine. Could really put on a show with one of them. Shield Guards sind sehr anfällig gegen Simon Says. Gut, dass Kugeln nicht effektiv sind, ja, ne? Und man sagen muss, dass wir eher lucky just thinking out loud. Okay, let's get to it, eh? Refine ours. Oh, jetzt wechseln wir schon wieder. Ah! Catherine, you made it to this warehouse with Big Bird. Der von der Sesamstraße? Sesamstraße? Hey, sure did. We have a job for you. It will pay. It will solve some problems before you die. Dallas. No stranger to the network. You will assist Catherine. Yes. Catherine, in the lake you saw the stone. We saw you see the stone. We want the stone, but it has evaded us. Okay, Stone in 3 verschiedenen Farben. What the hell is happening here? Hi. Superduck is what else? A network. A system of signals, wireless communication of locusts and frogs, cypress roots, disease vectors, internet of flesh, biomimicry, internet of internet, radio towers, distributed AI, distributed birds in flight. Don't say birds in flight, während man sowas redet. Superduck saw you see the stone because Superduck was an eagle in the sky. The stone is a sky thing that many want, but it reveals itself to no one. That's a crap. No one except for you, Catherine. It followed you through the lake. It loves you. It seeks you. It will submit to you. But we must act fast. Shield wants the stone. Claire Bionics wants the stone. Superduck wants the stone. And John has the stone. John. Everyone hates John. Everyone follows John. Influencer, dopamine fiend, convinced himself he has faith in God, convinced others even. Some young and idealistic, some old and bitter. These are the Garrets of John. You will find them gathered in the bowels of the prominent mall in Kenner. John has hidden the stone up his ass in the forgotten place. Habe ich ja gesagt. He will use the stone in an attempt to fulfill his tough prophecies, but his are the prophecies of a fool. Got it? Go get me my shiny stone. Hurry. Before you die, I want to eat it. Have a good evening, you two. Yep, that just happened. Das haben wir alles für 16 Cent getan. Irgendwas? Go on, get me my shiny stone. What are you waiting for? Ist doch irgendwas? Case Picker Quack Job? Incomplete. Retrieve stone from Promenade Hall. Yep. Can you please explain to me what... So wait. Sorry, go. You go. What was that? What was what? There's a bird with teeth the size of a head living inside that warehouse. Of my head, also. Yeah. That's normal to you? No, but I mean, I've seen some stuff in my life. No, me too, but... What's this stone? He said it loves you. What was that all about? I don't know. I saw a drone or something in the lake. Why are you keeping calling it a stone? Stone, drone, I have no idea. I was a little distracted. Well, I need you to start paying attention, or neither of us is getting paid tonight. I got the gist. Some lunatics are living in the mall and they've got the stone. That's right, Kenner John and his gang. They're keeping the stone at the old Promenade Mall in Kenner. We need to find a way inside, get the stone, bring it back here. Got that? Couldn't be more clear. Sonst noch irgendwas? Biggest node in the network is inside this building. I'm a little lost. What's up? I don't know what the hell's going on. Superduck, what is what? Yeah, Superduck. What is it? Something like a virus that infects things. Animals, trees, phones, whatever else. So what was that thing in the warehouse? Node in the network. There's a handful around the region. You use the app long enough, you get to know them. Who's John? The thing in the warehouse mentioned a John. Kenner John, you don't know? Never heard of him. Happy for you. He makes videos. They get shared all over the internet. I watched a couple. Religious stuff. You religious? I turned away for a while, but the cancer brought me back. No doubt. John's a divisive figure among the faithful. Not the most orthodox preacher. Where do you find the stone? The thing's super looking for a prominent more. Yeah. Das ist manchmal auch hier einfach nur nochmal so ein Refresher, falls man irgendwie das vergessen haben sollte. Nee, doch hier. Wir haben ja kein eigenes Brumm-Brumm. So, Promenade, okay. Ja, wir haben einiges an Geld dann doch eingenommen schon. Wohin konnten wir gefühlt nirgendwo hin. Okay, wir haben Drainage-Kanal, Mall Entrance und Side Lot. Kann man sich da was angucken? Yep. I used to come here all the time as a kid. Same. I knew it fell on hard times, didn't know just how hard. Like all the malls in America. A single car sits in the parking lot. A subdivision at the mall's rear is beyond the lot. Und zu guter Letzt, a drainage canal from a moat around the parking lot, dividing it from its commercial neighbors. Okay, starten wir aber mal hier. That's Keith. Oh. Keith Broussard. Guy I went to high school with. Where did you go to high school? Destron. That's right down the street. Not so odd you'd see me here. An abandoned parking lot in the rain in the middle of the night? Guess I've been on this app too long. Seems fine to me. Keith? Kate. Alright, sister. Thought that was you. What's up? What are you doing? What are you doing? I'm working. Me too, working a case, starting me a little news website. Oh, this dude. What's the website? Ain't got a name yet, still trying to come up with something cool. Keys News Alert or something like that. I'm just trying to report on what's really happening around here. What are you investigating? Tell me about this case. I'm trying to get to the bottom of what's going on in this mall right here. Heard they got small boys coming in and out. Textbook Adrenochrom harvesting facility. Guy who runs the operation looks about much like a pervert as you can picture. Hey, John? You got it. Man looks like a slug. What do you know about him? I know he got a starting posting in the comment section on New Orleans News and Views. He would go in there saying he learned how to speak to God. Got himself some attention that way. Before you know it, this gaggle of boys started following him around. Sick stuff. Guy's a sicko. Cool. Oh, no. Ich wollte eigentlich das andere. Das ist super einfach, das Falsche zu klicken. That's enough. I should keep moving, but maybe I'll come back later to see how the case is going. I'd like that, sister. Come pass by. Why don't I see you around so often these days? Staying busy. You might be asking you something. Just a thing I find myself wondering about. Sure? Don't mean for this to be rude, but how come you treated Blue the way you did? One of the best men I ever knew. Why would you ask that? He kept his name. Figure it couldn't have been all bad. Just something I wonder. Well, what about something else? Hey, forget I asked. I'm too busy to be thinking about that right now. Then go be busy, Kate. I didn't mean to rattle you like that. Na, komisch aus hier oben drauf, als hätte man das Taxi oben drauf montiert. Okay, ich will mal ganz kurz erstmal die Außenstellen angucken. What? Kenner? A fence adjoins the backside of the two strip malls. The crevice between them reveals a smear of light towards Williams Boulevard. Beyond the fence is drive-through chicken, car audio, mattresses direct to you, water towers and power lines, and crumbling concrete and traffic signs, abortive landscaping attempts, unkempt shrub, solar, fat Christmas lights, weathered and forgotten. The downpour finds its way into the drainage canal, its water level slowly rising. Ist hier irgendein Grund, warum wir hier sein sollten? Weil es sind nur die beiden Sachen. Also entweder kommt hier noch irgendwas. Okay. Some kind of recruitment video plays on the monitor above the entrance. Imagery flashes across the screen, punctured by text. 3 geometric shapes find all 3. The name tag that reads Garrett, pinned to a crayon blue shirt, earned the badge. A tower circled by scaffolding, found salvation in the stars. Wait, what? Achso, okay. Soll ich auch nicht mehr irgendwie merken, scheinbar. Eigentlich will ich mit denen ja nicht reden, weil ich gehe davon aus, damit wir vorankommen, kommen wir bei denen nicht vorbei. The scale model is encased in glass. The plaque at its base reads ARC. What do you think that is? Hard to say. Almost looks like an oil rig. Oh, a spaceship. Okay, whatever. 2 teens speak in whispers behind the gate. Each has a similar bowl cut. Alex shoes. Okay. And wears a blue-collared shirt with a name tag that reads Garrett. The older of the two eyes Catherine indifferently. Yeah? Is the mall open? Been a long time since I've come to this mall. Is it still open? Not for you. Where are your parents? I don't know, watching Jeopardy? You got some candy for us or something? Give me a ride to basketball practice. And we got this gate to protect us. What's that thing in the case? What's that thing in the glass case over there? That thing is our ticket to Mars. Knew it. How many people can fit in there? There's just a toy. That's just a toy, wasn't stupid. The real one is like 500 meters tall. Feet. 114 feet and 6 inches. I was close. Yes, Garrett. We're trying to get inside. Either of you gentlemen care to help us into this place? No one's going to help you. You have to help yourself. Is this how you live your life, walking around parking lots in the rain asking for help? More or less. Well, clean up your act. Lift, become strong. Thanks. Get a new fit. You look like you're wearing a bag. No more soft drinks. I hate soft drinks. Then don't drink them. You need to be initiated before you can even consider letting you in. Well, we can. Initiate how? How many readings have you collected? 3. Push it. Then tell me how many days the arc took to complete. 6 years. It took Noah about 6 years to build the Ark. No, not Noah's Ark, lady. So you have no idea what's going on around here. No idea at all. John got an app, alright? You need to install it, and if you have any hope of making your way in here, even once you're inside, you will need the readings to visit the cathedral. Cathedral? This place where the divine object resides. Don't talk about that with sieves, moron. What's the app called? Kenner John's Apocryphon. That's it, Kenner Johnson's Apocryphon. Install that shit. Without a phone. No, don't install apps. Willy-nilly. Done. What was the name tags? You work here or... No. Both tags say Garrett. Do you have the same name? No. Yes. Look, there's some spiritual shit. We can't just tell you about it. We did it to taunt Gooch. What? Come on, she didn't even use the app yet. It's spiritual. Just use the app and then you will know the truth. How do we use it? So what do I do with this? It's an augmented reality viewer. You gotta find John's sculptures around town. Sculptures? Virtual sculptures. You can only see them on your phone. There's 3. Find the sculpture, scan it with your phone, learn some shit. The first is in Bruce's yard. Don't make it easier for her. And Bruce is Garrett now. So show some respect. Each one will give you a clue about the next. You're just giving the whole thing away. She will not collect them all, Garrett. No need to worry. Yeah, true. That last one's a nightmare. Listen, if you need help, go talk to a friend. Who? Just open the Apocryphal app by standing in the parking lot in front of the mall. You will see the friend. Okay. Alright. So, ich will trotzdem erstmal nochmal hier drüben hin. Kann ich da nicht hoch? Doch. Oh, okay, hier geht's einfach munter weiter. Electric Device. Das ist einfach der Witz, dass wir jetzt hier mit dem Scheiß arbeiten müssen. Oh, what the... Oh boy. First reading from the Apocryphon of Kenner John. Ah. Early years you spent inside TV on that blaring the games. Says he keeps Christ in his heart, but it's all a lie. Kenner is the only place on earth. Nowhere to go, no one to hang out with. Your flesh is alien. The house is a prison. Only escape is through fiber lines. Someone in the forums posts a flyer for a show, somewhere to meet people, something to do, whatever. You borrow your dad's car and go. Step into Saint Somewheres, and you immediately know, these aren't your people, Garrett. Ich mache einfach mal einen Screenshot davon? Maybe? I don't know. Ich hoffe mal, das hilft. You make a few jokes, someone calls you a Nazi, you throw the first punch, things spiral out of control. You're outside bleeding, pushing someone's face into a trash can full of Go cups and beer bottles. The scum are screaming at you to stop, but you don't. Someone knocks you over the head with a floor jack. You fall to the ground, they think you're dead. You're unconscious for 12 days. You wake up with a slouched mouse on your left side, determined to ruin everyone's life. You watch the forums closer now. You call the cops on the next show, and the next show, and the next show. You get the place shut down for a while. You didn't let up? Good job. Fuck the scum. First reading... No. Nicht nochmal. Ich wollte eigentlich nur das Ding noch mal weiter bewegen und gucken, ob hier noch jetzt irgendwas anderes ist. Ich gehe mal von aus, that's that. Light pours from the partially open garage door. Catherine crouches and peers beneath the garage door. Sports commentary blasts from the television in the far corner. She studies the space beyond the threshold. A compressor, ice chest, tackle boxes, stacks of cardboard, buckets of bolts, and welding scrap. Kitchen supplies, a butane, a stove, laundry baskets filled with cans of cat food, an old candle burned to its base and tipped onto the floor. Stacks of disintegrated newspaper, a microphone stand, a collection of shadeless lamps lined against the walls, as if awaiting a firing squad. Situated amidst the clutter, a man in a red folding chair watches the television, his back turned away. Go inside? What are you doing? Just... Catherine steps into the garage. Wait here. He regains her posture beyond the door. The man doesn't notice her. Remains silent, I guess. Sports commentator analyzes the touchdown. The man watches with rapt attention, his head craned. Commercial break. A helicopter view of the Houston Astrodome. An advertisement for detergent. A silly dog spills the plate of fries and ketchup. Everyone is smiling by the end, petting the dog. Speak. Hello? The man looks back and jumps in his chair. What in the... Catherine lifts both hand palms out. Sorry to startle you. Hell, you in my garage for? This is about Bruce, isn't it? Yes? Ever since he got himself mixed up with that internet freak, people like you been coming by asking about him. But I keep saying the same thing, I don't talk to him. Can't even get him on the phone no more. We work together in the plant in NORCO, but he goes out of his way to avoid me. Cause he landed a computer job where I'm busting my ass with a torch all day. Won't even look his daddy in the eyes. My kid, she left, never came back. It's hard. Hard, alright. Can't focus on nothing around here. Always waiting for him to call. He even started digging through all these boxes, looking for the stuffed monkey he had carried around as a kid. Wir haben gerade eins auf der Autobahn verloren, also viel Glück. Sounds just like my daughter. Figured I could give it to him as some kind of peace offering. What would you tell him if he ever came back? Hell, I don't know. Get some sense? Because I would say, Bruce, you're my boy, and this here is your home. Wouldn't turn you away for nothing. That culture, that garage shit. Let it go, just come back home. That's what I'd say. If you see him, if you see Bruce, tell him that. Will tell him that. Hell, you can even record it and hang on to it until you see him. He blocked my number. I can't get a word to him. I don't have anything to record with. Then come back when you do. I will repeat it. I ain't got no shame left. Now go on, get out of my garage. A 4-door mid-size SUV. An older model, well maintained. Ja, für futuristisch, wo alles für den Arsch ist, sieht das Ding eigentlich noch relativ ordentlich aus. So, das ist jetzt wirklich so eine Sache, wo ich überall dieses Ding anmachen muss, um zu gucken, was zum Geil das Spiel jetzt von mir will. Denn ich glaube nicht, dass ich die Möglichkeit habe, mir das hier nochmal anzuhören. Recruitment Video continues to play. Ja, deswegen halt. Da wurde ja irgendwas gelabert. Achso, ja genau. Hier war ja Friend. Ist das Friend? I am Friend. What are you? I am Friend. What are you? I am Friend. Garrett's sad to speak to you. Anyway, you can help us find John's second sculpture. The first reading of John reads, try going to St. Somewheres, get caught fash? Get knocked over the head with a tire iron. St. Somewheres. I have no idea what St. Somewheres even could mean. Das heißt also, wir brute-forcen das einfach in guter Manier, dass wir einfach alles uns angucken, bis wir irgendeinen von den Dingern finden. Und das Schöne ist, dass wir jetzt hier auch wieder anfangen müssen, da rumzufahren. Ich mich schon wieder frage, wie das Spiel das dann behandelt, wenn man falsch liegt. Eagle Hole say something. Achso. Meint das, der Ort heißt wirklich St. Somewheres? St. Somewheres, once a modest neighborhood bar, it has moved through a succession of subcultural clientele over the past decade. First came the squatters who took up residence in nearby homes damaged by hurricanes or simple neglect. The squatters attracted the punks brought in the hipsters, and so on. It now exists in a subcultural estuary, only one change of ownership away from becoming an upscale wine bar. Ich meine, ich nutze natürlich jetzt trotzdem das Ding jetzt schon wieder sofort. Aber scheinbar ist unsere Aufgabe jetzt auch noch hier irgendeine andere Blödsinn zu treiben. Hotdog Customer. My stomach doesn't feel right. That hot dog finally catching up to you. This past couple hours has been the worst experience of my life. Why do you let me eat that thing? Because I had to. Nothing personal, just something I had to do. You're a bad person. After you left, my stomach started screaming. You know how hard it is to find a bathroom in the French Quarter? But you found one, that's good. No, I didn't find one. What did you do? You don't want to know. Yes, I do. Oh, but I do. You give me bad vibes, you know that? Besides kind of vibes. You want to know how I dealt with the insane explosive diarrhea that I got because of you? It's some kind of power trip or something? Do you go around coaxing young men into eating old grey meat most nights and this is a special occasion? Special occasion. And then you follow them around and see where and how they took a shit? This is what you do with your weeknights? Yes. I'm here, aren't I? Alright, fine, I'll tell you, but just remember that you asked. So after you leave the French Quarter, I'm standing there with flame-less, enjoying my second hot dog. I can tell something's wrong in my stomach. I run up the street to use the bathroom at some tourist trap, but the bouncer throws me out right when it's my turn in line. But by that point I'm desperate. I unlock my bike and start riding home as fast as I can. I nearly run over a couple pedestrians. I am on Elysian Fields and St. Claude, major intersection. Tons of traffic backed up for a quarter of a mile because there's an accident. I know that I'm going to shit myself. I'm coming. It's coming. I'm coming, says Anders. I'm in the state of complete panic. If I shit right there, dozens of people will see it. I need privacy fast. There's a stretch limo Hummer pulled on the side of the road with people hanging out on the sidewalk next to it. Looks like high school students. Like maybe they're getting ready to go to a dance or something. They're all congregated on the side of the limo, like on the sidewalk. I'm in the street on the opposite side. So I drop my bike right there in the street and sneak into the limo as quietly as I can. No one's in there, they're all outside. I don't think twice, I just pull my pants down and let loose. It's, you know, there's a lot of it. It's taking a while. Should I keep going? You still enjoying yourself here? Yes, sure. Please continue. You're disgusting. So anyway, while I'm in there, the kids shut the door, the driver climbs in, and all the lights at the rear of the limo go out. I guess the driver was just dropping the kids off downtown. I don't know. Men, du bist auch gerade was am droppen. But at this point, it's just me and him. There's a tinted window that divides the cab from the rear of the limo. It would be pretty hard for the driver to see me with the lights out. He gets on the phone, calls his wife or girlfriend or whatever, as he drives away. He thinks the limo was empty. He's got it on speakerphone, and I can hear the whole conversation in the speaker right next to my head. The first thing he says is how bad those kids stink. Said he will never drive young kids like that again. Said they smelled like baby diapers. Then he starts like having phone sex. I'm not joking. They immediately launched into it, saying what they want to do to each other. All this stuff. Not like that's the biggest deal in the world, but for reasons I won't get into, I just really didn't want to be in there anymore. No, erzähl mir, was auch die da gerade getrieben haben. I tried to open the door thinking, fuck it, I would just jump out, but the door is locked. I checked the others, they are all locked. I crawl up to the window and start tapping on, Sir, you forgot me. He hangs up the phone, cracks the little tinted window. Who the hell are you, he asks. I'm one of the kids, you forgot to drop me off. He starts shouting, what is that smell? What is that smell? My heart is beating out of my throat. I can't breathe. He rolls up the window, calls the police. Again, I can hear the entire conversation. Operator asks him what the problem is. He says a man broke into his limo and took a shit in it. Just like that. A man broke into my limo and took a shit in it. They asked him his location. He pulls off on the side of the road and waits for the cops. I'm banging on the window, begging him to let me out, saying I will pay for him to get it cleaned up. He pretends I'm not even there. Still care to listen? Sure. Of course. Listen to the entirety of Showgoer's Tale achievement. Alright, so here's what gets me. The New Orleans Police Department has never showed up to anything on time. It takes them hours to show up to a murder scene, right? Well, a SWAT car pulls up behind him within like 3 minutes. At this point I can't even explain to you. I'm having a heart attack. I'm dying. I crouch down behind the door and wait. There's shit everywhere. It's on my shoes, my hands, my shirt. I have no alibi here. The man gets out, opens the door for the police. I spring out of there and just start running. I don't look back. I can hear the cops shouting. I turn into the neighborhood. There's a construction dumpster about a block away. I run like lightning towards that thing. Dive in. There's barbed wire, nails, all kinds of stuff. I'm getting scratched up. I don't care. Adrenaline is coursing through my veins. I burrow down into the heap of trash like a mole and hide. I can hear the police siren. Squad car stops at the dumpster. They get out, look around. They shine at the lights right on me as they're perfectly still, holding my breath. They leave. I wait a couple minutes. I climb out. I walk here. I wash up. I'm so sorry. That's fine. Thanks for that, buddy-o. The man working the door tunes out the cacophony while scrolling through cooking recipes. We're looking for another one of these virtual sculptures. I doubt it'll be in there. No cover tonight, just checking IDs. We're looking for a sculpture? We're looking for one of Kenner John's sculptures. That ring a bell? You're talking about that douche whose little gang keeps calling the cops on me? Presumably, yes. You don't look like one of those mall Nazis. What's this about? I am a Garrett, I guess. The man slips a smile that sits oddly on his face. Right, of course you are. Anyhow, here's what I know. They got some game they play on their phone. They stick these devices around town like Easter eggs. They find the devices, scan them with their phone, something like that, not sure of the details. They hid one right outside the bar, so we had the little mall Nazis coming by every night to find it. But then last night the ditch man came and grabbed it. Who the fuck is ditch man? He lives over by the mall, usually hanging around the ditches feeding the ducks. I don't know the guy, but Bell vouches for him, so he must be alright. Sounds like we're heading back to the mall. Why does John's gang call the cops on you? I don't know. They try to get every show I book shut down. Maybe because they have nothing better to do? What's happening tonight? What's going on inside? It's bounce night. Bounce night? Yeah. Crowd seems... She glances around and then to Dallas. Different than I had expected. What are you looking at me for? Just... Don't you agree? What? Bunch of white kids shaking their ass to bounce, so I'm supposed to give a shit? I didn't mean anything by it. All I listen is to Christmas music. What? Christmas music. That's it. That's the only thing I listen to. Oh yeah. Hardcore. Seriously. Oh, don't even start over here having bounce nights for a bunch of white kids. So now it's a problem all of a sudden because all you listen to is Christmas music. Yeah, I know it's a problem. That's right. Where are you from, Stinky? Minneapolis? Enough said. Christmas music, just kind of creepy, that's all you listen to. Creepy, I'm going to listen to you about what's creepy. Whoa, 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 boys. Christmas music is cozy, helps me relax. That's cool, man, that's fine, goddamn. Why do I care why Ditchman came around here? If this Ditchman lives all the way out in Kenner, what is he coming around here for? He buys stuff off of Bell. What kind of stuff? Why do we care? The man glances down at Catherine's shoes. Why do you care? I'm just looking for a way into the mall. I'll say this, Ditchman gets stuff from here. He takes it to the mall. I think he's selling it to those little Nazis. Alright. Sonst noch irgendwas? Oh, small group. A small group gossips conspiratorially. The music spilling from inside drowns out all but the vaguest details. A love triangle, too much whiskey, someone kicked in the wall. In the wall, in a fit of rage. Okay. And that's that. Müssen wir jetzt wirklich da wieder hinfahren, weil hier nichts mehr los ist? Und ich meine, es wurde uns auch gesagt, dass man... ich habe mal wieder das Internet verloren. Okay, sieht aber wieder besser aus. War also nicht ultra lange. Okay, ja, dann fahren wir dahin. Einfach weil, so wie ich verstanden habe, die Sachen in Reihenfolge erzählt werden sollen. So, where is he? Oh, hier. Das war aber vorher noch nicht hier. Second reading. Leave the hospital and recover face that immaterial essence. Pray, Garrett. Pray in the closet during the football games. Post prayers to the show forums just to fuck with the scum. That's how the Garretts find you. One's named Garrett, they all named Garrett. Some kind of joke? Doesn't matter. You're Garrett too. 33 Garretts in all. Geht der Counter automatisch dann wieder hoch, wenn eine neue dazu kommt? Garretts worked in the basement below the council chambers. Said they had a closet full of old computers. Garretts plugged one in, used it as a server. That's how Garretts hosted ceremonies in the sky. He projected videos of someone he found online, said he grew up in Kenner just like Garrett. Garrett began watching him too and told the other Garretts to subscribe. Soon all the Garretts were watching Kenner John. John summoned his flock to the ziggurats of prominent mall and taught them about Christ's hidden nature and other secrets of faith. The fuck? Could you not? Go away. Uh-oh. What are you doing? Why are you coming closer? Well, what do you think about Johnny? Don't you just hate him? A real fuck, isn't he? Can I help you? It is a Garten, Heckenschere, so etwas. Catherine, dear, it is I who will be helping you on this night. I knew you'd come to see me, waiting in the ditches, waiting, no doubt there, child, happy to do it. You need access to the mall, here I am, delighted to assist. The man eyes the ring hanging from Catherine's neck. And you even wear the stone of the Magdalene, just as she herself wore it. You are the image of her beauty. Why are you here? We were neighbors once upon a time, don't you remember? I've only come to help, as neighbors do. Catherine shakes her head. What is this? It is my responsibility to guide you and to watch over the children. I've been to see Kay. She's well. Excuse me? Can you tell me what this is about? It's about a boat that can get you into the mall. The Garretts, they favor me over John, that little shrimp, that little sad boy. I'll be your guide into the mall, the sanctum of the Garretts. Catherine turns to Dallas. This man, I think he's been following me. To help you, to help. I've been watching over you. Always of you, but Blue, a good man they say, an asshole. He wouldn't let your papa near you. Well, here I am. I came to tell you, you needn't worry about Kay. Keep her name out of your mouth. Because she will be home, perhaps too late for you, dying they say, from becoming to being, the philosophers say. Where did you see my daughter? Walking through California like it were Galilee. Her robes frayed, splendid, divine, a child of Christ. No, not getting in a ditch with this guy, no way. There's no one else in this place to help you. Do you see anyone else? Anyone who will help? I don't want your help. Don't want to be anywhere near you. Stay away from me and my family. Are we clear? I have all the time in the world, Catherine. But you, dear, you do not. I am not here to frighten you, to harm you. Quite the opposite. Without my help, there will be no getting into this mall. Patience is a virtue of your papa. I am your only way in. There sees Catherine from the canal. Let's go find this last sculpture. We don't need his help. I know him. The old man... Wave. Old man smiles and gives an enthusiastic wave as Dallas glances back towards the ditch. Sounds like a stalker. I just don't know. Seems like this parking lot is full of strange men who know your name. Am I missing something here? What, you think I invited them? I don't know, maybe? I'm just as confused as you are. What a character. Kenna's full of them. How do you feel about Pawpaw? How do you feel about this character? Probably how about you expect. Feels like he's batshit. Where is he putting all that nonsense from? I don't know. I seem to attract these people. Thought you might be the type. This is conjecture, but my father, love him. He wasn't the most honest man to come out of Crevasse, Louisiana. He used to spin up all kinds of tales about our family's history. Had more than a few lost souls believing him. Figured this guy is part of Old Man Pete's living legacy. Dallas laughs. Alright. So all that stuff about the necklace. Not even getting into it. Hey, I get it. Ich will jetzt eigentlich nicht alles hier abklappern. Garrett mentioned someone named Friend. Okay, das wissen wir. How do we get into this mall? Ich frag einfach mal. We're supposed to get into this mall, get the stone and bring back. But the entrance is locked. Are you listening to any? Have to get initiated. How do you get initiated? Okay. You need to find all three. Ja, aber doof ist, dass der Dumpfbagger jetzt im Weg steht. Ich habe das nicht alles zu Ende. Achso, kann ich jetzt? Genau. Pray. 33. Basement below the council chambers. Plugged one in, used server. He projected videos of someone. Garrett began watching. Subscribe. John summoned his flock to the ziggurat. Genau. He spoke to these things on the server beneath the council chambers as he did above the concrete. Oh, ach so, das war's. Ich dachte, der Witz war, dass der uns unterbrochen hätte. Okay, und... Achso. So, und jetzt ist der Witz, dass wir wieder zur Downtown müssen. Wenn ich es richtig verstehe, müssen wir nämlich... Oh. A woman with an exhausted expression sits on a bucket with a forgotten cigarette burning in her hand. Are you one of these nerds that come around here to play with puppets? I'm not. No, I'm not my crowd. Good, we are back. They are trying to live a quiet life. These people with their haircuts, they come around here playing with puppets, making a big production, then the cops show up and give us a hard time. I got chased away from my last spot. I'm not trying to deal with that again. Where was your last spot? The mall in Kenner. I was one of the first after they condemned the building. A man lived in the closet. He was strange, but he kept to himself. No one bothered me in that place until the boys showed up. They chased us out, threatened to report us. Little bastard, that guy John, their leader, he should die. I hope the closet man lives up to his word and kills him. So, wir sollen auf jeden Fall jetzt hier zu City Hall. Jetzt müssen wir das schaffen, irgendwie von Mutti reinzukommen. The guard greets Catherine at the door. Welcome to New Orleans City Hall. No council sessions this evening. Building's closed. The Garrett Centers. The guard looks Dallas up and down. Nah. We're here because of Kenner John. I've let a lot of people pass through in the evening, wanting to take a picture from the roof or whatever the hell. None of them look like you two, following my gut here. That's the city now. We're serious. We're training to become Garretts. Why? We need to get inside the mall. We're trying to get into Promenade Mall. That place has been bought up for years. Not anymore. The Garretts took it over. The guard shakes his head. This whole city lost its mind. Listen, there's some funny stuff that happens in this building at night. If you're thinking you can just walk up to the roof, it's not like that. And be careful getting around. One of the generators went dead. The elevator is out, so are the stairwell lights. Catherine enters the building. Oh, just like... okay. Ahead is an elevator corridor with a stairwell. A long unmarked hallway extends to her left. The exit is at her right. Catherine wanders the hallway until it terminates at the council chambers. The door is shut. The lobby is behind her. Try door. The door to the council chamber is locked. The lobby. Ahead is an elevator corridor with a stairwell. A long unmarked hallway extends to the left, exit to her right. To the elevator. Enters the corridor, elevator corridor zone. The floor displays above the elevator reads 3 green dashes. The stairwell is ahead. To the stairwell. Catherine enters the pitch black stairwell. Go up. Arrives at floor 2. Go up. Go up. Go up. Yep, we're going up. The final level, she sighs heavily. Just kidding me. An extra sign casts an obscure red glow over the area. Ahead is a steel door with panic bars. Mounted to the wall beside this is a magnetic card reader. This must lead to the roof. Try door. It's locked. Great. Jetzt Rätselraten für around. Detects nothing. Go down. Be around. After some fumbling in the dark, Catherine discovers the doorknob. Open. Catherine enters an unlit office. She tries to light, no power. The window looks beyond Duncan Plaza towards the French Quarter. No, kann ich hier wirklich nichts machen? Okay, great. Go down. Get around. Go down. Feel around. Go down. Feel around. Go down. Feel around. Great designed video game. Go down. A fading fluorescent bulb strobes in the hallway to her left. The stairway is at her back. Go left. Turns the corner and immediately meets a stare of a man squatted on the ground in the stuttering light of the hallway. I wouldn't stick around too long. Why? What's that supposed to mean? The man's demeanor remains unchanged. He removes a receipt from his shirt pocket with a note scribbled on the back. He begins to read. On the 7th floor is a planner, but if you don't listen closely to the following, he will hide. In the darkness are hands you must shake. Do so in the order I say. Any missteps in the elevator will clear the mistake. What? The first number is our sequence in the floor above the counter chamber. The first number is our sequence. In our sequence is the floor above the counter chambers. Third most distant from the sky. There are 11 floors should one count the basement. Our second number is equal low and high. And the third is just above it. Fifth from the sky. He hands the receipt to Catherine. If you need help, friend is outside the building. Open the app and he'll be there. Good luck. What? Where are you going with this? I'm lost. Like I said, I can't help you. If you need help, then go outside, open the app, talk to friend. No, ich will einfach weiterlaufen. Catherine returns to the basement elevator door. Go upstairs. Two elevators. The floor display above the elevator reads "Ha." The stairway is ahead. Still lacks power. Press elevator panel. The floor displays above the elevator wings off before illuminating again. It reads. Catherine waits a moment. Doesn't sound like an elevator's coming. Guard said the generator that powers it is down. Okay. The first number is the floor above the counter chambers. Third most distant from the sky. Okay, also wenn Erdgeschoss 1 ist, Ground Level 2, dann ist die erste Nummer eine 3. Das heißt above the counter chambers. Ich sag jetzt einfach mal Logik 3. There are 11 floors should one count the basement. Our second number is equally low and high. Also das Ding in der Mitte im Endeffekt. Was ja dann 5 wäre, oder? Und dann... And the third is just above it. Fifth from the sky. Wenn es genau da drüber ist, muss es ja dann 6 sein. 3, 5, 6? Is that the joke? Okay, wir müssen jetzt erstmal wieder Stairwell... Warum man die einfach sagen kann, hey, lass mich einfach zu 7. Okay. Enter door. Catherine enters an unlit window. Wait, what? Ach so. On the 7th floor is a planner, but if you don't listen closely to the following, he will hide. In the darkness as hands you must shake. Do so in order, I say. Any missteps on the elevator will clear. Achso, ist dann 6th wieder 7th? Ein weiter unten? So rum? Feel around. Catherine gropes in the light. She feels a distant touch of another's hand. Startled, she gasps, withdrawing her hand. What is it? Someone is in here. That speaks into the darkness. Hello? The stair was silent, but the decaying echo of his voice. Reach out. Catherine reaches her hand out to the dark. And an unseen hand grasps firmly and shakes. Wait, what? Press elevator panel to clear sequence? Achso, weil das jetzt hier gezählt worden ist als 6? Wait, why? Achso, wir haben das falsch gemacht. Wir müssen dorthin gehen, wo... Also die Hand ist immer dort, wo wir sein sollen, oder wie? Equally low und high wäre ja dann 6. Achso, ja klar. Ja klar. Natürlich, hast recht. Dann wäre so 6, 7. 6, 7 on 6, 7 day. Oh. Aber da ein Basement gibt als jetzt 1, könnte es auch einer der anderen Logik folgen, weil ja eigentlich -1 wäre. Das wird schon richtig sein, dass die Ziffer in der Mitte die 6 sein müsste. Okay, also machen wir das jetzt nochmal neu. Clear. Passes through the darkness until she discovers. Genau. Okay, wir sollen also jetzt erstmal mit 3 starten. Reach out. Anziehen, genau. Okay. Reach out. Und dann gehen wir jetzt einen hoch und machen das wieder? No. Ich müssen wir jetzt wieder ein niedriger sein, weil das Ding ja anders zählt? Ich glaube, das ist der Witz. Genau, weil die Aufzählung hier ist nämlich eine andere als die das haben. Das heißt also, wir müssen eigentlich hier mit 2 beginnen. Also 5, 6 ist in der Hinsicht schon richtig. Weil wir in 7 ja rein müssen. It begins to pull Catherine slower towards the floor. She grabs Dallas, attempting to resist. Catherine? It's... The hand jerks her violently to the floor. Dallas attempts to intercept the figure in the dark, but only meets the wall. Hey! He slaps the wall. Tell me who the hell is there? His echo trails off into the extremities of the stairwell. As Catherine looks up from the ground, a light switches on high above them. Dallas, help me up, please. Dallas recovers Catherine from the floor and she hangs her arm over his shoulder. You're not in any kind of condition to be doing this. I know it. I see a light. She gestures weakly. Up there. I will carry you. No, it's fine. Let's just go find this planner. Get to the roof, whatever it is, and it takes to be done here. Okay, Narrow, genau, jetzt ist hier irgendwas los. Narrow thread of light shines. Enter. Catherine steps into the warm lamp-light glow of the 7th floor office overlooking Duncan Plaza. A man sits at the desk facing the window. He looks back at Catherine, looks away. Office is closed. I'm trying to get to the roof. The planner turns his head in his chair. I see. Any chance you could help? You don't look like the other ones, I would say that. Excuse me? Where's your shirt? The planner dismisses Catherine with a hand wave and points towards a coat rack near the door. Keycard's hanging on the rack. He returns to his original posture facing the window. Okay, the keycard. Working late? The planner looks at Catherine over his slouched shoulder. No later than usual. Sorry to bothering you. I don't mean to intrude. He nods and says nothing. I don't care. Up we go. Nächstes Sign, genau, das hatten wir. Und try door. Scans the ID badge and opens the door. Exit. Catherine stepped through the door into a cool winter air above City Hall. I need to sit for a moment. Of course. That gestures to a nearby air conditioning unit. That's it. Getting too old for this. Running around like this on my 49th birthday. What a life. Birthday? Today's your birthday? Today is my birthday. At least it's memorable. No question there. You alright? I'm fine. Just needed to breathe for a minute. That's strange. That was strange. Can never be normal with Super. Always got to be some shit like that. So why keep doing it? I don't know. He shifts his hand in resignation. There's not much else really, not anymore. What would you rather be doing? If I could, I'd like to be home with my daughter and my grandchild. Where's home? Holy Grove, right near the canal. They started staying with me a few months back. They liven up the place. Let's do that. You got any? Manchmal will er aber nicht klicken. Son and a daughter, 2 years apart. Is at home? My younger one, I can't get him out of the house. But my daughter, she doesn't want anything to do with me. Thought maybe when I was diagnosed, she would come around, but she never did. Catherine looks towards the westbound traffic. No, she never did. Hurts to be dropped like that. Sometimes it hurts worse the more time passes. I just know I won't see her before I die. And that it does hurt. It hurts, and then you die. The two of them laugh. It's not all bad, just hope there's something on the other side. There is, I know there is. The ones I hurt and left behind, I will see them there. I will get to apologize. Amen. But let me ask you the same question you asked me. Why keep doing this? Not a lot of runners our age. Long story, this is my first time on the app, but things have been interesting for a while now. I tried to have a straight job once upon a time, but that didn't last long. Yeah, why not? Let's just say I lied on my resume. Nearly everyone you meet has a story like that in this line of work. Nothing special about me then. I wouldn't say that. The old man in the ditch thinks you're special. Let him think it. So you figure this last sculpture is around here somewhere? Yes, I can see it. Said something about it being in the sky. So, wir gucken uns erst einmal hier um. Silly Jimmy's Superdome. They changed it again. What was it before? Pearl Dish Soap Superdome? Handsome Burger Superdome? I don't know. I lost track. Distant traffic glides across the Mississippi River along the Crescent City connection. And that... No. Look up. Hello. Look down. Achso. Ich meine, der Witz wird vermutlich sein, dass wir da dann das Ding rausholen müssen. Hello. Third reading from the Acrophon of Kenajon. New Orleans is a pit, and Garrett's stuck in it. New Orleans is the lowest world. Messenger visits John, tells him about the early faithful now living in the cavities of the Martian moons. Yeah. Tells him there's a way to commune with them through the Adamic language of angels and spellcasters and others who know God's mind. There's a chrism, a fluid that John must imbibe. It's an egg that floats in the sky. John is blessed with a plan to escape the low world's reach. The Garretts must build a spacefaring ark, a vessel with which to leave this earth. Having imbibed the chrisms, John may ascend beyond the distortion of the low world and listen to the twilight language. Two Garretts work together at Stennis. John appoints them to oversee the task. They soon find other engineers sympathetic to their plan. The Garretts labor for 606 days. Screenshot. And in the time the arc is complete. All that remains is the egg, which holds the charism to know God's mind. So is that it? We found all three. Let's go ask the kids at the mall. Okay, let's do that. I can't order right from here. Really, game? Ah, okay. Wollte schon sagen. Muss ich da jetzt wirklich komplett runterlatschen? No, we must not. Okay, wir haben aber die Möglichkeit, bei Holy Grove vorbeizugucken. Also tun wir das auch mal. Car flooded last summer when the plumbing station went down. Ruined the transmission. City said they would send me a check. Still waiting on it. Being borrowing my daughter's car in the meantime. Love this house. It was my daddy's. But I will be damned if it isn't cursed. Every time I get a little money in the bank, the place floods again. Oh. Martha. It's the birthday boy. How is it over here, kiddo? Fine, homework. Austin sick. Austin sick. You sick, Austin? Yes, sir. Why all this, sir? His dad makes him say that now. What's he know about manners? So it's bad then, that he wants to teach my child respect? That waves away the comment. I am not sir, alright, Austin? I'm your pops. Yes, sir. Knew you were going to say that. He got you a little something for your birthday. It's under the tree. Oh, come on, I told you. It's small, trust me. Well, let's go see what it is. Would you look at this? A new tie. Ah. Joy. Und das Achievement ist Joy und die Beschreibung ist Joy mit 3 Ausrufezeichen. A new tie. Why, you got the TV muted, buddy. Mom's studying. See? Martha grins wide. Kid of the year. Early for a tree, isn't it? Never too early for Christmas. I love Christmas. Yeah, we learned that. Wie ein Achievement namens Joy und es ist nicht meine Lisa-Referenz. True. You all save me any pizza? Austin tore through 2 boxes and he's still hungry. Sind die nicht in den Staaten relativ gigantisch? Das ist vermutlich nicht einheitlich, okay. I will pick something up when I knock off. It will be morning by then. Then I will bring bagels. Die Küste sieht schon relativ ordentlich aus, also. Well, what do you think? Austin picked it out. Austin, I love it, buddy. Mom said you needed a new tie. We got it at the dollar store. Pops doesn't need to know that, Austin. Oh. Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. This is the best tie I've ever seen. Your Pops can't wait to show it off. Love you, little man. Love you, Pops. Oh, that's music to my ears. That's kind of cute. Das scheint hier gewesen zu sein. Right. Im Haus gibt es keinen Service. Okay, dann gucken wir mal, was jetzt in der Mall passiert. Ich frage mich wirklich, ob man sich das so versaubern kann, dass man am Ende kein Geld mehr hat. Oh, a text message. Wallet Transfer. Oh, wir haben Geld bekommen. Catherine, we will send an advance to your wallet in order for you to complete the mission. Please do not waste our time. Excuse me, Princess. So, ist der Kollege da hinten eigentlich immer noch? Kann hier nicht raus. Jetzt irgendwie. Yep. Kann ich eigentlich hier drüben nochmal irgendwas gucken? He's made me a little upset earlier. Still cooling off. Maybe later. Achso, und das war... Ich habe keine Ahnung. Wir haben kein Recording-Device oder ähnliches gefunden. Well, gleich. Where did they go? Those two shits, where did they go? Well, Why did we just waste our time? We have to get in there. Only one option comes to mind. The creep in the ditch? Wait, so... This night, I hate it. Yeah, same. No ditch man, no scum. Okay. We need your boat. Oh, his face is poor glee. How wonderful! A boat ride into John's fucking skull. We will live inside it. Calm down, keep a distance. Lower your voice, we need the boat, not you. The more, John's skull. Oh god. The boat is just a little further down the canal. Let's us go and visit the sanctum of the Garrets. Oh, okay. That's that, I guess. Guardhouse. Okay, ja, das ist ein bisschen... Jetzt sind wir wieder hier. The Crane Manual. An instruction manual for the operation of Shield's Railroad Crane Network. Yoink. You read it from the manual. Shield's railroad cranes can be operated from a safe distance using control panels located at various points across the facility. Each crane is labeled with a unique identification number. To operate a crane, enter the prefix code followed by the crane ID. Screenshot sicherheitshalber. Oh, wanted poster hangs on the wall. Wanted. Drone Fleet Captain Sun A-19, commonly known as the Drone Priest, is missing and considered armed and dangerous. Contact Shield Community Dispatch if sighted. Do not approach. Okay, sounds bad. The center security monitor displays the Good Hope Cemetery. Raised tombs surround on all sides by refinery architecture. The left security displays freight elevator. The right displays a freight moving robot hanging limb from a crane. A map of security zone A of Shield Security Zone A is displayed on the monitor. Good Hope Plantation Railroad Crane Freight Elevator Guardhouse entrance. Okay. A command line terminal sits open on the computer's desktop. Okay, wir wissen noch nicht, wie das Ding heißt, also brauchen wir da noch nichts versuchen. Now that we're in, take a look at what Lucky got. The man crouches down, opens his backpack and reads 2 grenades. Got these from a guy at the burger place. Lucky done played with bigger grenades than this. These more like little toys. Louder it is around here, they ain't likely to make much of a ruckus. We got into any more scuffles, they might be handy, but we best be choosy, only got us the 2. He zips his backpack, tips his hat and smiles. There'll be no use against the St. Clair models that guard Good Hope Plantation. Well, sure, them guards not your average type. We will need to find some other way to get rid of them. What do you suggest? Like I say, there's that bastard hanging from the railroad crane over there, a freight mover, a robot just like you. Might be your partner. Let's go talk with it. The mover has no agency. How do you know? I thought you wasn't a St. Clair. You come up with something better, Lucky, all ears. Till then, we go with his gut. Lucky got help from all kinds of robots. Was eine Nummer? The freight elevator is locked. That could be anything. A montage unfolds at the display. Laptops, satellites, fiber optic cables, a diverse smiling workforce. A stock voice narrates. Shield's commitment to sustainability is built into our business model and code of conduct. To protect our planet's ecosystem, Shield leverages informatics and machine learning to harness extraplanetary resources such as magnified solar energy and astral ore. Our priority is the safety of our workers and the integrity of wetlands and other natural habitats across the planet. Shield, a greener world awaits. 2 men watching the monitor display above the freight elevator. So what's this? What this is? They make us go to space now? Imagine the overtime you would get, not to mention the hazard pay. Shit, wish I could be like one of the old timers and retire on workman's comp. Careful what you wish for. You know, them old guys just play it up for the news. They bump their heads, tie their shoes, and get a paid vacation. Give me a break. You knew any of the ones that died in the blast? Yeah, I knew a couple. Blue, Wiki, good guys. Wiki went on the plant for 2 weeks. This works, no joke. Somebody got to do it. People want to drive around, eat at a microwave dinner, all that shit. That don't come free. Nobody got to make it. Just hope it ain't us next time. Keep your eyes and ears open. The ones that get hurt ain't paying attention. Was ist das jetzt offiziell gewesen? Ach so, crane platform. The door to the crane platform is locked. We need to disable security to get through. Yes, aber... Deswegen, das könnte alles sein. 06? Was soll das denn für eine Nummer sein? 5? Maybe... Ja, nicht 2. 2 ist andersrum. 506? Maybe? 9 vielleicht auch? Oder eine 8? Nee, damit wird es auch nicht lesbarer. Ist doch irgendwas hier? Also das da. Right that way, genau. Ich kann mir nicht vorstellen, dass ich da hinlaufen soll. Also ich gehe mal einmal auf Sicherheit. Oh, nicht da. Ich würde sagen eine 2. Hey, wirklich? Meine, ja, ausschließen würde ich es nicht. Heute speichern. Ich will nur wissen, ob ich da hinspazieren kann. I technically can, ew. Ja, die sollte ich vermutlich nicht herausfordern. Aber weil ich nicht weiß, ob unsere... Oh. Ach nee, das ist das da, oder? Genau, das ist das da, alles klar. Die flache Linie unten fällt auf. Ja, ich meine, ich kann es versuchen. So, wie war das nochmal mit der Nummer? 2914 206. Let's try it. So, type command. Security status. Authenticated. Engaged. Engage. Type command. Disengage. Wait. Ich dachte, ich muss jetzt hier was tun. Wires drift in the wind above the catwalk. Your eyes follow them. Hi. Oh, 106. Schreibe ich mir auch das mal kurz auf. 016. Your eyes follow them upward to a large freight mover hanging from a railroad crane. You shout towards the machine to get its attention, but it remains unresponsive. Oh boy, Million emits a high-frequency whine. Silence. Ich hoffe, du hast aufgeschrieben, was da steht und nicht, was du vorgelesen hast. Ja, ich habe es auch gemerkt, dass ich was falsch vorgelesen habe. 016. Oh, ich merke, ich habe auch das falsch aufgeschrieben. 103 habe ich aufgeschrieben. 1016. So. Million emits a high-frequency whine. Silence follows. A voice swells from the sky as the mover begins to speak. You will dive into the water and the depths will become the surface. The breeze will change the shape of the flame and the flame will be as boundless as the territory that it lights. Hey buddy, keep it down. It ain't time to make a ruckus yet. You will find in the water not only flames, but whole hurricanes. There will be patterns of light that form the shape of the old barriers where those who killed for freedom still hide. It's like a poem or something. rattling cages on the tracks and whispering at the pond. Perhaps the pond will whisper back. That ground, that soil, those bloody days. The lights of the lanterns became this very flame. Be straight with me. You going to help us out or not? You will find the old pole boat where the ghosts hide their eyes. There are mall eyes and ditch eyes and bayou eyes. There are eagle eyes and duck eyes and cardinal eyes. There are John's eyes and there are your eyes. And your eyes are the refinery eyes. Yes, I was wrong to think that this thing would be of any help. What's that number on his chest? It's, yep, 016. Remember that, alright? That's the identification number for the crane. It's hanging on. That's how they do it around here. Let's go find the controls. Drop this goofy bastard right onto the guards. Wouldn't that be a hoot? I guess. So, und keiner hat damit ein Problem, dass wir einfach gerade durchmarschieren? Hier. Okay. Think this thing controls that crane over there. Bet we could cause us a little trouble. Yeah, use the keypad. Please enter the command code. Okay, also, wir wollen jetzt 914 und dann jetzt seine Nummer 1016. Manual override confirmed. Start sequence initiated. Please enter a movement path code. What now? 206. Movement pass accepted. Hold up. Where's that thing going? I believe that's determined by the movement code that you just entered. I punched in whatever came to mind, but this ain't the direction I had hoped. It seems to be slowing down. Surely it will stop before it reaches the flame. They wouldn't have a code that sends the damn thing straight into a gas flare. Oh dear Lord Jesus Christ. Oh my. It rumbled a bit, but it wasn't trying to kill it. We set out to cause a distraction. This most certainly qualifies. Yes, that's what happens when you talk your poetry total lucky. Let's hope the explosion drew a few guards away from headquarters. If this doesn't do it, then nothing will. Wait, you hear something? Uh-oh. What the? Can anyone tell me this, if this thing is hostile? They cannot decommission me. They will never decommission the drone priest, baby. The drone priest is going to kill you. Gone forever. Come, my little ones, let's dance. That smells like grenade time. Okay, mach du einfach nochmal und greif einfach nochmal an. Thanks. What in the good Lord's name? I'm going to save. Ich nehme einfach mal den zweiten Slot. So, das ist durch. The control booth with a number pad and small embedded speaker is mounted to the catwalk. Oh, und sie sind alle weg. Oh, alert. Incident at crane 016. This is not a drill. Hello. Look it, no guards. Guess Lucky was right. What the hell are you? Such splendid attire. You have chosen vagabonds of the highway, huh? As your guise, fitting finery for this pageant of the epiphany of the ashes. Indeed, it's a crane, not a drill. Beyond these doors, a masquerade of the refinery flame. In each likeness, a shadow in opposition is cast. That which is low shall rise. The swamps become mountains, the earth a ceiling of the sky. The path is straight for the wayward, the seas are gift givers, and the flame is the providence of the mind. I didn't know what to expect, but it sure as hell weren't this. Don't attract attention, let's move along. Sure, I guess. Oha. Time for our second grenade. You came to the one last year? When they lit the Nutria on fire? Yeah, they say Thomas St. Clair shows up every year. He might be here tonight, and there's just no way to know with all these costumes. Is that why his daughter didn't show? She's probably up there in her office drinking alone. There's too much bad energy here. So online there's a party in the lake tonight. Might be early to check it out. Keith. Birdhead. There are many currents of deceit and distrust coursing through the room tonight. Some wear masks to speak truthfully without fear of reprisal. Others wear masks to further deceive. Say, Laura St. Clair, the regional CEO, is unwell. That's why she doesn't join us tonight. She was once the darling of the pageant, but no more. Her power is slipping. She is at odds with her father on one side and the board on the other. Why is she at odds? They seek the same thing, but for different reasons. There is a technology of unknown origins that has made this region its home. Laura believes that it holds the key to powering a mining fleet that can travel great distances for the purpose of gathering ore. It is her final bid to move S.H.I.E.L.D. away from Earth's extraction. Father Tom St. Clair hopes to block his daughter's discovery of this elusive technology and to intercept it for his own designs. He is a man without a face. You will never see Thomas St. Clair, but his eyes are everywhere that he wishes them to be. They are here tonight, behind several of these masks, perhaps closer than you realize. Yes, alles klar, Thomas. Why is she at odds with the boards? She has pursued a mystical, invisible device against every wish of the board, inflating the operations budget in order to siphon money towards her zealous mission. She believes that if she can secure this technology, the board will forgive her for her many transgressions. I'm in a position to know that she is mistaken. It's too late for her. A coup is already underway. It has only taken this long because they hoped her spiraling madness would drive her to suicide. They fear the wrath of her father, with whom S.H.I.E.L.D. holds many profitable contracts, but Laura's self-destruction may prove too costly in the end. What is this technology? A vessel of light that has remained hidden in the lake for decades? A visitor from a distant star? A hoax? An angel? A military weapon? A drone? Distortions created by gases combusting in the swarm? No one has been able to capture the specimen or even verify its existence. Laura becomes more irate with each proposed theory. She grows darker by the day, and the device escapes her reach at every turn. Alright. So, wir gucken mal kurz einmal bei unserer Mindmap vorbei. Something in the lake. Mom saw something. Okay, das hatten wir. What is it? Das wissen wir alles nicht. Ich gehe jetzt mal ganz kurz nicht alles durch. Laura St. Clair is searching for something. Yeah, that's true. Elusive, you believe it's the same entity your mom witnessed. Genau. Thomas is searching for something. In competition with his daughter. You believe it's the same thing. Yes. Okay, dann hier oben haben wir noch mal welche. The sun and the Minotaur watch crowds flow in and out. A man wearing a golden crown gesticulates drunkenly while those around him back away in embarrassment or attempt to calm him. Oh, it's Bruce. History isn't created by the sympathetic, the soft-hearted, no. Why, bend to the will of the weak. There he goes. Why punish those who carry passion and virtue in their hearts? Power is the very essence of life. That's great, Bruce. It's Garrett now. How many times do I have to say it? I'm not calling you by your code name. It's not a code. It's a place for visionaries to thrive, and tonight we will leave this world. Oh god, Red Hurt. Saw Kenner John bragging about that online. Godspeed. That toy rocket's going to explode before it leaves the ground. The engineering is sound. I'm helping to launch it. You're blitzed. You couldn't even walk a straight line. Give it up. You can only hide your jealousy for so long. You think I'm jealous that you joined a cult? Not that. You know what I'm talking about. The CEO chose me as assistant director. You wanted it. You wanted it so bad. But still, I have the confidence to leave it behind, to take a leap of faith. Bruce, why don't you go hug your stuffed monkey and cry it out? So weak-minded, never assumed you would understand. Excuse me, you're only humiliating yourself. Okay. Also hier gibt es noch theoretisch einen weiteren Weg, aber wir haben noch Keith. Keith smokes a cigarette while watching the pageant. You made it after all. So, a lot to take in, eh? How did you get through? What even is this? A party is a sheer sex show a few weeks before Mardi Gras. Been doing it every year for decades. Been thinking about what to call my website since I left the bar. Finally settled on the name. You ready? Keith's Corner. How do you like that? The executives, the landlord, the so-called philanthropists, they will be cornered in Keith's Corner. Want the website to look like a boxing ring. Want the logo to have boxing gloves in it. Might even do some live streams. Pretty good idea. Okay, interessant, dass du hier auftauchst. Oh, performance. An improvised dance performance plays across the stage. The dancers periodically pause in their motion and eye the crowd with an exaggerated look of distrust. One is dressed in a maroon robe, the others a feathered cape. Approach the stage. You make your way towards the stage. Cheer. You begin to clap emphatically and cheer the performance. Your enthusiasm catches the attention of the dancers in the feathered cape. He crawls towards you and descends from the stage in a spider-like fashion before raising to his feet. He holds his arms out, inviting an embrace. Sure, hug. You give the performer a full embrace as he lets out a hysterical cry of relief. He turns to the audience that has gathered around. My child has traveled from a distant place to join us tonight. She has watched the deserts burn. She has no face, no smile, no nose, no eyes. They graze once upon a time, but somewhere along E40, she left them behind. Just like the alligator, she thought she could hide, but the alligator's home has eroded. The bayous are gone. The man who walked the alligator like a dog still died alone. And my child, born to travel, won't sing in this quagmire for long. She would sooner die herself than that. Die in a war or in a rocket, perhaps. He looks at you, silently whispers. She would sooner die anywhere else than stay here at home. Aha, okay. Sind wir eigentlich dabei, den Ring? This elevator is protected by retinal authentication. The executive officers are above. It's likely where your mother's possessions are being held. Können wir Doggy daran halten? Kann ich den Ring daran halten aus irgendeinem Grund? That's no fact. Was hier nochmal dazu kommen? Ach, das ist da nur. What's the Garrett? Ja, sure. Tonight, we search the stars for God's signal. Alright, man. That's enough of your nonsense for one night, Bruce. You're drunk. Let's go find somewhere to lay down. Well, that was awful. Ever since he became Laura St. Clair's assistant, he's been like this. Call us arrogant rude. And now he's gotten into the scrap at the mall. I've had enough. I blame his dad. If that man had said just one nice thing to him, I bet he wouldn't be trying to launch himself into space. He's dying out by the elevator. Let's see if he apologizes when he comes to. Okay, hätte man da also vielleicht in der Vergangenheit was tun müssen? Als Mutter? Damit es hier anders verläuft? This was the individual causing a scene in the ballroom. Did you see how they were behaving? They all want my position. They want what I have. A view from the inside. A view of the river, of the light. Screw them all. Screw them. The drunken king falls into a gibbering sleep. Grab him. You put the drunken king's arm over your shoulder and hoist him up. Yep. Time to help. You drag the slouching king towards the retinal scanner. Fucking what? As the LED sensor passes over his eye before you drop him to the ground. Just drop the fucker. Go up. Yes. Damit haben wir uns zum ersten Mal so direkt selber gesehen. Okay, Musik macht ernst. Das heißt also, ich mache auch nochmal sicherheitshalber einen Save, bevor wir da durchmarschieren. Das würde ich ganz gerne für heute noch machen. Okay, just steal and run. Do not trifle through my things. Alright. The regional shield CEO stares out at the expanse of the refinery beyond the office window. I felt you here before I even saw you on the monitor. You're silent, just like Catherine. I'd look out over the town and imagine where she might be. Never anywhere, just silent. Things have been feeling vague, haven't they? Those highways you're always on. You wake from dreams, but you hardly sleep. I don't sleep either. When I sit up in bed and open my eyes, I see things on the wall. They pantomime, they beg, but I don't turn away. There was a time when I would, but I've lost the energy. Now I watch. I'm not here tonight for the party. I've kept my distance from the others. If they vote me out, I will upset my father. So they would rather I resign or die. I stay here, right here. I can see the river here and the flame. I thought it would be me that the light would come to see. Of course it was Catherine, but the flame is still mine, still burns for me. I've done so much that is wrong, held out so long just to stay near it, but I've lost my hold, the vagueness, the shadows. The board has had it. The box on the shelf, it's what you came for, so take it, but alright, it's yours. I thought I found what I needed, but it was a mistake. Catherine was smarter than me, or more stubborn. I don't want the others to have it after I'm gone. Not my father, not the board. I wanted to experience the light, wanted to touch it, but I can't stand around any longer. That's all, go find your brother. Box. The strange box sits upon the shelf. You find within the box miscellaneous artifacts from your mom's life. Medical bills from Oxnam Hospital, books on the range of environmental topics, a dimes discount rewards card. Hell yeah! We're eating the good dog food tonight, and other ephemera. Binders containing various internal literature, operational documents, engineering reports, soil quality surveys, human resource handbooks. A binder no different in appearance from the rest sits among the collection, on the viability of operating a server supercluster at the Shield NORCO refining facility. While the Mississippi River provides a natural cooling source, the NORCO location is determined to be too precarious for a full supercluster build-out. Hurricanes, coastal erosion, unreliable state management, and the location's proximity to nuclear facilities could result in cascading disaster events that would jeopardize critical network infrastructure. It would better serve as a support node for the proposed Gulf Coast Astral Eyes. That. Distributing regional system. The text of the console displays lists of sequences of locations, each entry timestamped. It is, you infer, a description of your movement through the premise. Oh. Whoopsie. Do not zweifel to my thing. Alles andere darf mir angucken, aber nicht den Brief. Gucken, ob das irgendwo nochmal zurückkommt. Okay, oh, NK. Don't trust her. Oh. Who is... Whoa, okay. Did she just... You must go, now. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. This is where I get off. I suppose they'll be looking for all of us once that woman's body is discovered. Lucky's advice, keep a low profile. Oh, hätten wir vielleicht auf dem Rechner noch irgendwas tun sollen? Damit da nicht irgendwie unsere Daten noch zu sehen. Come along, Pots. So Lucky walks down the highway and into the obscurity of the surrounding swamp. We have what we have come for, the box of Catherine's possessions, though its content leaves me more perplexed than before we arrived. Most of what it contained was trash, a scrap of paper, scribbled notes. The only thing of any interest was a dimes discount coupon card. Did your mother visit the gas station before she died? Why would she think to grab it? This puts us no closer to finding Blake. Ja, das stimmt irgendwo doch, ne? Ich weiß nicht, ob noch eine Zeit für eine Runde Solitär. Ah. Ich frage mich, ob man hier wirklich so ein paar Sachen hätte. Ich meine, die eine Sache mit Bruce, da wäre vermutlich was möglich gewesen, aber ich weiß nicht, wie viel Einfluss das tatsächlich auf die Story hat. Wäre natürlich interessant zu wissen, wenn man hier wirklich unterschiedliche Richtungen durch eine Aktion wirklich triggern könnte. Aber für heute würde ich sagen, kommen wir damit zum Ende. So, ich will nur mal ganz kurz einmal schnell nebenbei gucken. Nicht, dass ich das irgendwie vielleicht falsch in Erinnerung hatte. Aber das Spiel, genau, war 6 bis 8 Stunden. Darf nicht vergessen, die 8 Stunden sind meistens, wenn man alles haben möchte, 100% durchspielen möchte. Es könnte also sein, dass wir beim nächsten Mal hier schon zum Ende kommen. Aber auch wichtig anzumerken, wir haben noch nicht den zweiten Akt abgeschlossen. Also, keine Ahnung. Da müssen wir dann gucken. Aber nur verzeihbar logischerweise machen wir dann beim nicht nur nächsten, sondern übernächsten Stream einfach weiter. So. Die Temperaturen sind zwar jetzt auch schon die nächsten Tage nicht mehr das angenehmste, aber ich würde trotzdem sagen, dass ich morgen versuchen werde, wieder zu streamen, damit wir einfach die Sicherheit haben, dass wir das zeitlich gebacken bekommen, bevor ich mich wieder in mein Loch verstecke oder in den Bau, wie Weißbrot es gesagt hatte, um die warme Zeit zu überbrücken, bis es wieder angenehmer wird. Aber gut, ich bedanke mich für heute mal wieder fürs Einschalten, bedanke mich für das Live mit dabei sein auf twitch.tv/forscom und dann geht es genau hier beim nächsten Mal weiter, vermutlich dann morgen um 20 Uhr. Bis dann.